Hey, today we are road tripping from the Buffalo area down to Lansdale, Pennsylvania, which is just north of Philadelphia, to see my friend Eric's E70 BMW X5 and take a look at his upholstery shop where he does lots of restorations and also custom interiors, including some high-end cars. Before we meet up with Eric, here's a little history. Lansdale owes its existence to the railroad. Back in the 1850s, the North Penn Railroad turned what was mostly farmland into a manufacturing community. By 1900, local architect Milton Bean had built what was historians considered Lansdale's first automobile, marking the town's transition to automobiles from horse and carriage. And in the 1920s, Butler Buick opened up one of the area's premier dealerships. It was a local landmark for people traveling in and out of Lansdale, making Lansdale part of Pennsylvania's growing car culture. Pennsylvania has Carlisle and Turn 14 and Turn 5, and Turn 14 and Turn 5 are relatively close to Lansdale. And now here we are at Eric's shop, Diamond Class Upholstery. We had to take a little trip into North Philly though, because the X5 inspection has expired, and since it's the weekend and less traffic, it's a lot more noticeable, and the state troopers or the township police are more likely to pull us over that, especially when it draws attention with the exhaust and all that. So to be safe, we went and towed it. Perfect.
Hello? Anybody in there? Stay tuned.
So this is my friend Eric from 30 years ago, easily 30. I'm 41 now. I was like 11 when I used to go to your house and play Sega Saturn. He used to date my cousin, and that's how I met him. And then, you know, now he's got this business, Diamond Class Upholstery, right? And he does crazy upholstery work, custom stuff, and you'll see some of it, but it's crazy. So here we have his 08 X5 E70 with a 4.8. So what's the history on this vehicle?
Boy, it came from Delaware, I'm gonna say like about 4 years ago that I bought it. You know, I got big plans. Didn't do them all yet, but now that I'm actually in the new location, so I already started doing it. I got the wheels, I gotta get tires, everything test fitting, and did the lowering springs on it.
What wheels are these?
These came out from, it's a
X6M.
X6M, 21 inch, of course.
Because that's so they're 21 inches, so they're original, not.
Original, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, it says Germany right behind the wheel.
And they're 21.
21 by 10 and a half, 21 by 11 and a half.
10 and a half. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. That's a meaty wheel there.
Yeah. Oh, she's a big girl.
It's just perfect because when they're too low, you know, I think it's a perfect height. You know what I mean? And then you have.
I want to go lower, but I just, you know, I got a good deal on lowering springs, so I went for it, and now I want to do more.
Because it sounds really, really rowdy.
It's muffler delete.
Okay, that's all right.
Yeah, because you know the muffler these days, like it's massive.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I forgot the weight. I mean, it was heavy.
Yeah, because they work. They actually muffle. You know.
Yeah, it's very quiet, very quiet.
And what are these headlights? Do you know the history on the headlights? Because they're not the stock headlights.
Yeah, that's I bought it the way it is, but you can see it's a little foggy. I know they got the cover for them, so that's coming in next.
But this is what you do. Like when you see a car like this, you're like, I got it. Because that's you hands on, and you always do.
Yeah, especially on BMWs. I work on the. I mean, I had an E46, which they're known for the same thing. What this is known for, oil leaks and
yeah, they're
cooling.
Included. Oil leaks are included when you buy a BMW.
Look, when I first bought this, not even a week into it, I already bought stuff for the cooling system. The first thing I went, the reservoir. Then I didn't know it has like a little auxiliary motor right underneath of it.
Yeah.
That I also had to get.
How's it drive? Because I know the one thing the X5 has that people don't think about until they drive it is it holds the road like it's a small car.
Yes, now especially with the wider tires, you get more bite. You know, it'll hold. I mean, it's still, if you go a little hard, it'll plow the front tires.
Yeah. Oh, you like understeer a little bit. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, I mean, understeer is better than
for what it is. You know how heavy it is. So
what are your plans for it?
Since I do interiors, so my big focus wasn't doing interiors.
That's what I mean. So you do interiors. What were you?
So
custom.
If you know, they're known for headliner falling down, which I haven't get to this one yet. This portion of it is already off.
How's your sunroof? My sunroof
doesn't work either.
My sunroof just moved on an angle, so I couldn't open it.
Yeah, so I mean, I just gonna go in like a junker or something, just get the whole frame and just replace it. But reason I haven't done it is I want to do, once I do the headliner, then I'll do the framing and doing starlights.
Starlights?
Oh, okay. You have to. But I have a big plan for this one because when I got this, I was introduced more into the starlight stuff. So I think about the same time when I got it, that's when the new Rolls Royce came out. Give me more.
Yeah, right.
starlights on the doors.
Yes. And everybody.
I have plenty of room on this one. So I kind of wanted to build this like a showcase for what I do. So it's just.
Oh, like a product sample that you get to drive around every day. Yeah.
I love this body style, the A70. 'Cause I like the muscular body of it.
Absolutely. And I mean, and it, you know, naturally aspirated V8. I mean, it's.
That's what I wanted. I want the big V8, you know, non-turbo. You know, it has a good response. And a little more reliable. This one, the horsepower is like 350, 355, something like that, which is.
But it's all there.
Yeah. It is I thought it was gonna be like. I don't think it's enough for how heavy this thing is. I was wrong.
Because it's got a lot of torque.
And then when I did the muffler delete, she's breathing.
Yeah.
Oh, she came to life.
And then
very quickly. Well, you're gonna see on the video, it never did that. I never went that crazy with it, but actually, it's a little too much fun.
Get a header set on here, and a tune.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking for a race car. It's still a family car, but it just every time you drive it, you hear that sound, the V8. And it'll put some smile and actually turn some head, believe it or not.
You know, and then the superchargers for this are really nice too. The ESS supercharger.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, nice to have me. I want to hear that whiny hugger. They're known for that.
Yeah. What are the options it has? It has most of them, right? Did it come with the adjustable shocks, the factory shocks?
Yeah, it had the adaptive suspension, adaptive headlights. When I bought it, I didn't have the original. So, from what I understand, I think it was hidden in the front somewhere because you can tell there's some new bolts, and that's what the new light came in. So they didn't put the original lights back. So now you got that light on the dash, but that's the least of my work.
Adaptive.
Same thing with the suspension. They're known because this is the one with the adaptive suspension.
Correct. You got to coat out the shocks.
They're nice when it works, but when it fell, now the sport bar doesn't work.
Yeah.
Well. Don't get me wrong, I found out it actually got stuck in sport mode. I can't complain about that.
Yeah.
So.
Now, speaking of upholstery, this is your shop, right? Like.
Yes, sir.
How'd you get into upholstery? I mean, when I first met you as a kid, you had the bicycles with all the, you
remember we used to go downhill, freaking racing bikes?
Yeah, and I
no helmet, no nothing protection.
Let me tell you
every time I think, I'm like, why are we doing that?
Let me tell you a story about one time how I got my butt whooped because of you. I didn't have brakes, and you're like, just put your foot in the thing. So I put my foot in.
And then after a while, you wonder why the whole freaking sneaker has the shape of a tire.
No, so we're new sneakers, so I put my foot on the thing going down a hill down Benango. I got off, and I noticed it was Brooke. My mom saw it. She's like, you know how Puerto Rican moms are, que lindo nene. And that was it, man, because I put my foot on the tire to stop the bicycle, and it trashed my shoe, yeah. I was 11. I wasn't thinking. I didn't understand physics. You know what I mean? So...
We were just having fun.
Yeah. Innocent fun, you know? Yeah. Not going nowhere bad, crossing the bridge on the bicycle to Jersey, you know?
Yeah, I mean, there were the days. This is a rear drive touring car, so they do have a racetrack in Jersey. I'll send you the link so you can post it on there. But then this is my baby. This is a kind of, it used to be an off-road truck, 4x4, same thing, two-stroke.
I mean, look at the exhaust on that.
The motor is a 30 and a half high rep motor. Poured in all the old goodies in it and running C12 BB racing fuel.
Look at those tires.
And also, but these tires, they're not even they don't belong. It belongs to that buggy. That's where they came from. So I got 4 sets of those. Put them all the way around. So now it says wider. So this body, they don't even make a body. This is the low C5T. Just in case somebody want to know, you know, I'm sure there's somebody out there they know about it. Low C5T. The body came from Tundra RC, which is the company that makes the giant, enormous RC monster truck. That's where the body's from. When I got introduced to the on-road, this is what got me started. Then went for that. Then it went from my F1, which is on the wall hanging. You don't want to see that yet. It's all so beat up. This what got me started when I on-road track. They let me run they did an open class. So you run against that, buggy, things like that. Because they do have a couple of different classes. They have 2 classes for this one, rear drive and forward drive. And they have the F1s. So an open class. And there she is, full carbon fiber chassis, all-wheel disc brakes, 2 master cylinder, front and back. You can actually adjust it on the fly on the remote. You know, the bias. They're fun.
Hell yeah.
They're reliable too, very reliable.
I've seen some of your videos. What body is this?
Now that truck is,
Chevy?
This one is, it's a Chevy C10. Kind of I got the inspiration from Ken Block's, the Huna truck,
Yeah.
which is, let me get the back end. It's right there. So you can see the Hoonigan right here. So you can see how long this thing is. That's what she said. Also, if you notice the springs, I powder coated green so it'll match the whole monster.
The monster vibe, yeah.
Yeah.
This one here?
But the little
No,
orange
this one,
truck?
this one.
Oh, the buggy? That's a fun one. If anybody knows what's the HPI Baja, this is like a knockoff, but this is the short chassis. They're calling the Q. So being short, ain't enough power, and actually the gas tank is so in the top, so it's a little top heavy, so it'll do wheelies. That's why I had that wheelie bar.
Okay.
Yo,
Stainless.
it sounds so nice, man. I'll fire it up and then see if I can get put some fuel in. You'll love it. It had like a nice deep rumbling sound.
And now you have this Toyota Tundra body here.
Man, that's I can call that's like a dinosaur. I had that thing since 2010, I think, since forever. I have some videos that had that thing submerged underwater. Going into the water underneath, all you see is like little just shooting water out and then just come right out on the other side.
So I thought at first you got hit, but you said that the reason the bumper is like this is because you melted it off on the highway on a little test of speed.
Actually, it wasn't a 4th of July. I was bored. I was in my previous shop. I just put this thing on the Rams, and you know what? I'm just gonna shop it off. Well, these it comes out, of course, like through all the way through, but like all together, and it kind of splits on
Right.
what the diff is. Comes back out and connects, to the outer, or the body. So I chopped it right. Actually, they're still coming out to before they split. Thinking, you see a lot of, classic cars. They have their exhaust underneath, but you don't. This is all plastic compared to all the cars, all metal.
Correct, right.
So it sounds so good. So you know what? I'm not. I should have left it there underneath. So testing it out, see how it sounds. Took it home and ran into some guy in a Mercedes. I went to a traffic light and just stopped there. Decided to rev it. It just sounded a little too. I'm not gonna lie. It just revved it a little too high and it sounded a little too good.
So you were gonna race him. He just thought you were. You thought
right. So kind of like if I know what the feeling, it probably sounded like I was taunting him.
Yeah, taunt him. Yeah.
So, and that's he just followed me to the highway, and I heard him coming. I say, you know what? This is when I'm gonna test it.
Catch me if you can. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it was I'm not the fastest thing, but he had a hard time trying to catch up.
Okay.
But then I smelled plastic.
Yeah.
I smelled plastic, and then I heard something, like dragging on the front. I'm like, that is my back bumper. My thought was it's gonna be all, like melted down, but now, I mean, it just melted from the inside out.
So it was just got floppy.
There's nothing underneath there right now. It's just a cover.
So it just got floppy and all started
Oh
falling.
yeah, you can see how the whole bumper all worked.
Yeah.
So I try to put some heat trying to bring it down, and so you know what, I'll give up.
But that's
And my reflector, they all came off. They all flew right off.
because it deformed the space, right? So they just got loose. How'd you end up getting into upholstery? From us riding bikes as kids to now, how'd you end up getting into upholstery? And to mention that you're not doing little, not 1995 expeditions, a little tear. You're like complete fabrication from scratch. I saw a lot of stuff you do. It's not simple. It's like it takes true talent to do what you do. So how'd you get from there, 30 years now, from North Philly to literally having a successful business?
You know my background? I went through high school to mechanics. I worked for a racing team out of high school for like about 4 years.
I remember that.
Then after that, I mean, I ended up in a shop that do, as an installer.
Yeah.
Doing seats and things. But that one company used to make their own cover, like the company Caskin. They made their own seat cover, but then when it comes to like even something like this, I had the seat folds down. I had the carpet in the back. That's the only thing they didn't install. So somebody need to sew that into the new material. So the one shot, I had the only one guy doing the sewing, but the guy had to go on vacation. So he needed somebody to see if they want to try it out, and I sat down in the machine, and it just went from there, and here I am.
And now you got.
Also, I never went to school for it.
That's an
That was another
oversimplification.
one.
You were like, I filled in one day, and here I am. There's a lot of years in between.
Oh
there.
yeah. But again, it just kind of got
It just organically grew normal.
Yeah, I liked it. But here's the thing I like back in the day. I used to draw. I like drawing. I like art, and I love cars. So you put the portrait is kind of like that. I like fabricating too. So making putting stuff that that make stuff into the car like modifying custom
yeah.
stuff. So the art and the cars, you know, put them together, and that's kind of the way I see it on the upholstery. So
Some of the stuff I've seen you do, I mean, you don't go from sewing on a machine to doing interiors to Lamborghinis and Ferraris, which I've seen you got dabbled in that a little bit. You know what I mean? So that's a lot of trust someone gives you with a $300,000, $400,000 car. You know what I mean? I'm sure it's a little bit of pressure too, right?
oh yeah, especially the last Lamborghini.
What last Lamborghini? What kind of Lamborghini was it?
That was an Aventador. Yeah, it was
You don't
done-
even want to put fingerprints on it.
It was done. It was supposed to be done in 3 weeks, but we got it. Me and two more guys, we got it done in 4 weeks because it was going to a car show. So
You want to make it perfect, yeah.
Yeah,
and people
not,
want-
and not only that, I mean, you know, that's the kind of car. That's the car you don't want to, you know, cut corners
you
or
wanna cut corners.
hurry on it. I mean,
Correct.
Everybody knows me. I'm not the fastest guy.
You got to be patient.
I like quality. You know, I'm very picky. I mean, you have an armrest, I can test fit it like 10 times to make it fit the way I want.
Yeah.
So where's that one seat? The seat's back there
But that's
somewhere.
worth it because rushing it makes no sense because you're making an interior that for you it could be 2 weeks for the interior, but that's the lifetime of the car now. So
Yeah.
why rush it? If it takes an extra day or two, that's fine considering it's going to be in that car for 10, 12 years. What's a couple more days of installation, right?
You know-
Well, the other thing too is quality beats everything. Someone with an Aventador doesn't want, you know,
Yeah, you don't want the wrinkly. You want all the stinges to match.
it wants to be as good as factory.
Yeah.
On top of the fact, you know, that's the kind of client that can potentially open a lot of doors for you.
And I do a lot of samples. Like for example, on that, like the one in Lamborghini, the car was blue on the exterior. It's like a Superman blue, like deep, not a navy blue, but it's a little lighter than that. Now I was doing an orange interior, which is like it's actually the original Lamborghini orange. So we wanted to put blue stitching, but the matching stitching for the body into that leather, it looked black. So I did a sample. I got like about 5 different shades of blue, so then we can pick, you
So
know,
you
which ones
chose
will
one,
look
yeah.
nice, you know, kind of, because also the car was a spider, so the sun's gonna hit it. So
Yeah.
you, even though it's bright on, you see the stitching, but I didn't want to make it too lighter than the body. So kind of in between, you know, what it looks in normal shade and then the body.
So I mean, what are some kind of Aventador?
That's how big I am.
You did a Ferrari, you said before, right?
Yeah, the 599. That was, I'll be
599.
honest, I love that car. That was like one of my. I love that Lamborghini. Don't get me wrong, but that 599, it kind of fights on the radar a little bit, but it's just gorgeous. I mean, it's a long nose,
Yeah,
two seat. It is beautiful.
It has a presence to it when it's in front of you.
Yeah, and
Are you working on this Rolls?
yeah, 77.
77 Rolls Royce?
Yeah, it's refreshing the interior on that.
So you're doing this is a restoration, not a
yeah, nothing
modification.
Too modern. No, it's just the whole interior was blue, so we're doing blue and we don't put a little of a color, which is brown.
Okay.
So also I gotta do for somebody. This got started by somebody else, so I gotta finish it up. Also wood trim on the dash. I have something in mind I might tackle because you see that right behind you.
How you
See
can
if I make it work.
bend it to your will?
Well, the cool thing about these cars is so flat. Well, you'll see this one somewhere. It's either on a page on Instagram or something finished.
What about these seats? What this belongs to that Sprinter, right?
Yeah. So this is a company Adventures Custom. So they build. I'm sure you've seen them on YouTube somewhere. They build, you know, like a high end, you know, like Overlander Sprinters.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I got the chance to work, you know,
And
my first seat with them. So this one, they matched the front seat. The front seat that they bought the covers, I installed them, but now I had to match the rear seat. So you see the hexagon style, this and that. The company sent them a nice sheet, so I had to cut everything, put them in here, you know. And if you, I mean, I will give you the picture of how it used to look before. It has so many different stitch and patterns, and I'm like,
Also,
I make everything clean. You know, it's just all the marking, you know, that I do with where everything starts and ends, and
Gotcha. Yeah.
see the middle, so everything matches. You know, maybe I'm sure everything lines up. I just gotta
Amazing.
do the hole for the headrest and put the headrest on. That's about it.
And you did some pillars, right?
I love that's one of my favorite features on it. The way it came out.
Those pillars look fantastic. And you've done airbag deployment repairs
Oh,
as well,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. So.
Seats, dash, things like that. I'll repair them.
And
You
what's
wanna
up
call
with
that.
this little red thing out here?
Yeah, it's my 2004 Mazda RX-8. When it's running, then I'm gonna strip the whole interior. These are known for the dash cracking, so I get
You
people,
know?
they were into, to see what I do with the dash, so I can't wait to do. I just want to make it look more natural interior, like a sports car, I'm going to have a lot of Alcantara, that's for sure. More.
And seeing what you've done with other cars,
clean.
like I can only imagine how this is gonna look when you're done. So where is this shop at? What's the address here?
I'm located in Lansdale, 821 West 5th Street, Lansdale, PA.
PA, of course,
PA,
Pennsylvania. Just north of Philadelphia. Yeah, so here Lansdale, my man Eric, I put his Instagram page up, his Facebook page up, and his contact information. I mean, you got people. You do travel to do this sometimes too. You've been to Michigan before, right? And things like that to do people's cars.
Yeah. I mean, the furthest I've done is Michigan.
Michigan, okay. Yeah. I'm originally from Philly, but I drove all the way from Buffalo here to film him, and
For a cheesesteak.
And a cheesesteak. I filmed that too. Yeah, so I'm glad that you gave me the opportunity to come out here. I'm a Beamer guy, and
You think?
you know,
I mean, all I know, you had Beamers since.
I've had a lot of cars, but the one I had the longest was the Beamer, so I
Yeah.
started putting money
Once
into
you
it.
get a Beamer, it's hard to get something else. For
This
it, right?
E70, well, it's 08, right? So,
Yeah.
we're looking at 18 years now. Inside, still is nice and complete and put together and comfortable, and it has everything other than like the modern infotainment system. It's not much different from a modern one.
And sticky dashboards.
The
and
sticky
buttons.
dashboard, yeah. The
this one
arm
has some
handles
here
that
and there.
melt and then you gotta replace. Yeah.
Yeah, this one has it too.
Yeah.
It has all the options. You actually had all the options. This one has all the options.
All the options are the oil leaks, the sticky door handles, and the sticky dash and anything like that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed seeing his little shop here. That one-man band over here. He does a lot of crazy work by himself. Absolutely no help most of the time. And come check him out. And next time you see this BMW, it'll probably look a little different. And all from in-house, in-work, do it all yourself. From mechanic work to your interior, you do it all yourself, right?
I even got my tire machine.
I appreciate his time giving me a chance to film him too. And thank you, man. And hopefully if you get sick of your car, I'll be the first person you call so I could buy it from you.
Thanks for watching as usual, and go check out Eric's Instagram page so you can check out some of the work he's done to cars all over the area. He also does some custom fabrication stuff for like speaker boxes and things like that. He's in Lansdale, Pennsylvania. Shoot him an email, send him a DM for all your interior needs. Like, subscribe, and here I leave you with some fun V8 sounds. They're rare these days.
That's why you see if you watch the videos, I move around a lot. So.
Sorry.